So this video is how to organize your hand tools. And there's three principles that I follow when organizing hand tools. One is the size of the tool, the other is the function of the tool, and the third is the visibility of the tool. So let's start with visibility. So if you see what I have here, I've got some different totes, and these are basically, this is my prime hand tool kit, which I take with me everywhere. And so what I'm always trying to do is make the tool visible so that I don't have to dig for it, because digging wastes time, and it's a pain in the butt. So what you can see is the smallest tools are going to go in this little hand tool accessories tote that I have, where I've got, razor blades and Allen wrenches and some little bits, and there's a little bit of burying going on in here, but mostly not. Some blades for my multi-tool. So the reason I'm showing you this is just small things, put them in a tote that you don't have to dig through. Now the second thing would be function. So it may seem interesting the way I'm organizing this, but it is not organized by... What's that?
Dada?
Yeah.
That one's mostly clean, isn't it?
This one's mostly clean and organized. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, good observation. So this one, if you'll see here, these are all the, they're wrenches, but I call them the grabbers. So these are the grabbers. And then over here are my needle nose and some other grabbers, my vice grips. And then over here are the cutters. So there's a couple of things that I want you to notice about that. One is that everything is end up. So I don't ever put things like this, because I don't know what that is. I can't remember. If you have a photographic memory, well, then that won't matter for you. But everything up so I can see what its function is. I really like these totes as opposed to totes where you lay your tools on your side, because I can see exactly what I need. I think of what I need, I look here, I grab it, and I try to put it back with the end up like that. So this function, this tote, I call the grabber and cutter tote. This tote over here, now it's not going to be perfect, and you'll change your organization over time, but this is where I keep all my screwdrivers, bit extensions, things like that. So this is my twister tote. And then little hooks, anything that I'm sort of getting in and twisting and moving around stuff. And then this over here is my general carpentry tote. So it's got lots of blades, it's got levels, it's got, pry bars, it's got some chisels and stuff. So this one is entirely organized around carpentry. So I really like this system. It works really well. I started with one tote. I'd have all these things compressed into one, and over time they've spread out into three. And then this little tote, again, has all the little accessories that will get buried in here. So another thing I want you to notice is little things like this. Like this, it's good to have a short tote so that doesn't get buried under there. A lot of times you'll be looking for a tool and you can't find it, and it's buried in the bottom of a pocket. The last thing I want to bring your attention to is this big bucket right here. I use a lot of totes in my system. You can't read it anymore, but it says large hand tools. So these are the tools that don't fit in smaller totes. And I just put them in here. There's a couple buckets in there to sort of separate them out. And then this basic setup right here gets me almost 100% of all of the stuff that I need when I'm going out on a job or working on a project around the property. This is obviously just the hand tools, not the power tools. That's a whole other video. So maybe we'll make that next time. Thanks. Hope that was helpful.